It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the absolutely, completely random podcast for Saturday, March 20th, 2021. You know, it almost seems like a year ago I was saying the world's going to be coming to an end soon, and, well, it looks like we're ready for round two, I guess. But hey, what the hell do I know, right? Anywho, let's take a quick gander here at the topics that I have to talk about this week. Hey, guess what? People are scalping those Demon Slayer Happy Meal stickers. I remember talking about that. I kind of remember mentioning a comment that they might get scalped on eBay. Surprise, huh? How would you like to be greeted at a store by an anime girl? Well, I actually kind of would. You know giant robot anime? You know, one of my guilty pleasures. Did you know that piloting in the cockpit is so underrated? Yeah, there's different ways to do that. Hey, are you an English-speaking VTuber that's between a certain age bracket and, ironically, a certain gender? Well, if you are, and you're interested, there's an airline company that's looking for one. No, seriously, this one actually makes me a little queasy on my stomach for that. A Japanese company has decided to give you paid days off if your idol leaves their group. Oh, I'm going to rip this one a brand new asshole, trust me. And guess what? The new Evangelion film finally came out. And the studio has a very strong message for those of you thinking you're going to go har har, shiver me timbers, and pirate this son of a bitch. You're going to go to jail. In fact, you're going to go to prison. You do it, you risk prison. I'll explain all this and more this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. But before we go any further into this song and dance, I'm sure you know this by now, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of stuff for sale, from trading cards, DVDs, what have you, a whole host of crap just waiting to find its way into your lovely homes. Remember, one person's trash is another person's treasure here on the worldwide flea market that is eBay. We're way past the garage sale at this point. We're at a flea market level now. Yes, all this and more can be yours. I have trading cards, DVDs, action figure parts, video games, you name it, I probably have it. And if not, other people might. But hey, if you're already on eBay, why not swing on by and check out my wares and see what I got for sale? That's all over at ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. And while you're surfing the information superhighway, why not take a quick jolt over to Twitter and come hang out with me at Otaku Rhodes. That's at capital OTAKU, capital RHOADS, over on Twitter. And while you're in the neighborhood of the social media families, why not pay a visit to Don Facebook and check out my personal, okay, not my personal, but the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel Facebook page. Because, hey, we have Facebook. And before you do all that, and by the way, thank you for subscribing if you haven't, but if you haven't, well, hit that thumbs up button, hit the thumbs down button, like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more exciting videos from yours truly right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Alright, so this is the part where I usually talk about how my week went, and, well, by God, I finally got the internet back. After 6 days of a living mortal combat between myself and the phone company, I finally got the internet back. Tuesday afternoon, it came back. Oh my God. For those of you that didn't know the story, here, let me explain it to you. So, we had to change the name on the phone bill because my grandfather passed away back in October, and his name was on the phone bill, and we were told we got to get his name off the bills, which we did. And my mom took care of the electric company. The phone company was my problem. So I called, well, she called them up first, and they were like, oh yeah, not a problem, $250 and we'll do it. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, because I had called beforehand to see what we needed to do, and they're like, oh, it's really easy. No money had to change hands or anything. Then they're saying $250. I was like, no, something's a little weird there. So we played the game of, let's call them, I called them back up then, and this would have been on the 5th. So I called them up on the 5th, and I'm like, hey, just got to change the name on the account, you know, and they're like, oh, yeah, not a problem. I said, I'm not going to have, like, any outages or anything. They're like, nope, no outages, no nothing. I'm like, cool, that's perfect. And everything was supposed to be done by the 10th. Come the 10th, we lost internet. I called them up twice on the 10th. They're like, oh, first they told me end of the day, then they told me by midnight. Come 12:01 a.m. Thursday morning, still no internet. Come 3:30 a.m. Thursday, no internet. Come 9:30 a.m. Thursday, still no internet. I call them again. I spend 2 hours on hold with them, being bounced all over the goddamn place. And then I'm told, oh, give us 24 hours, sir. Your service will be restored. Fine. I don't know why I believed them again, but I did. So I'm already up to lie number 3 now at this point. 2 if you count, well, 2 for me because I count the 2 different times as the same thing. Because they said end of the day, and technically midnight would be the end of the day. So I'm considering that 1 lie, but 2 if you don't want to consider it that way. So then go into Friday. Still no internet. I call again. This time I'm only bounced around 3 times. The second time I talked to one person that's like, oh, I don't understand why they didn't activate it. It was supposed to be activated. Here, let me put it in the process order so that they can activate it right away, and I'll transfer you to the activation department, and you'll just have to, explain it to them, and they'll activate it for you today. I'm like, cool, that's not a problem. Let's do this. Well, that ditzy person decided to put it in as a whole goddamn new order, which was not going to take effect until the 17th. So now I'm really pissed off. The one person's like, oh, well, even if we do expedite this, so there's nothing we can really do about it because it's not supposed to be activated till the 17th. You just need to be patient and wait. Now, for those of you paying attention at home, we've had the internet for 4 years. And all I wanted to do was change the name on the damn phone account. That's it. Literally, it's all I wanted to do was just change the name from my grandfather's to mine. So, for those of you paying attention at home, this is where I start really getting pissed off. So that was Friday. Now, I call back again because I'm not taking this sitting down. Because this person and I were arguing for like a good 5-10 minutes. Then I just hung up because I'm getting pissed off. Walk away, go up to the convenience store, get myself lunch, come back. I'm like, I ain't taking this shit sitting down. So I call again. Now this time I talked to the one person, gave me their name. I'm not going to say it on here, even though they lied to me, and I would like to see them hang for it. But then again, a lot of people lied to me in this scenario. But nevertheless, this one tells me, oh, give us to 5 o'clock Saturday, 5 p.m. Saturday. You will have your service back, sir. I promise. You have my word. 5 p.m. Saturday, your service will be restored. Now, for those of you paying attention at home, I'm up to lie number 3. This is now lie number 4. Shall we go into Saturday? Yes, still no internet. So I call back again on Saturday. This time I get the skeleton crew because at this point, everybody's gone home for the day. And I'm told, oh, well, you need to wait till the 17th, sir. And I'm explaining to the person the whole story about all I wanted to do this on the 5th I called. It was supposed to be done on the 10th. Then the person goes, oh, hey, yeah, you're right. Because as I'm pulling this up, I'm seeing this. Yeah, you're right. You put in the request on the 5th. This should have been done on the 10th. Well, look, I'll say something to my team. I'll leave a note for my team. I'll send a communication to them that they need to activate this, see if we can't expedite it. But worst case scenario, you're going to have to call. I'll transfer you to the billing department. They're going to have to call you back on Monday. So I wait, because I don't even bother calling them on Sunday because there ain't going to be nobody there. And it's going to be a skeleton crew, if anything. So come Monday morning, I call. After the time that they were supposed to call me back comes and goes, I call them back. And the shit show continues as I'm then thinking to myself, oh, great, here we go again, where they're going to screw me to the wall. Well, no. This time, the person was really nice that I talked to. Now we start getting the wheels moving in the right direction a bit. The person goes, I'm going to put this in as an order. I'm like, oh, great. Now it's going to take till Saturday. The person's like, no, I'm going to put this in as an order with the same date. You're going to get a different order number, but I'm going to put this in so that it gets piss whipped through because this isn't right that we have been screwing you over like this. Finally, someone that's on my side. He goes, now I'm going to put this order in. He goes, then I'm going to transfer you to the activation department. You give them the order number and ask them if there's any way they can expedite this. I'm like, cool. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm thinking I can have my internet back by tonight. No. Contact the activation department. The person goes, oh, well, you have to be patient. I'm like, no, wait a minute. The person that transferred me to you said that I give you my order number, and I ask if there's any way you can expedite this. It's like, I've been without internet now for almost, at this point it was 5 days. I'm like, this is driving me up a tree. It wasn't supposed to be disconnected in the first place. You people disconnected it. I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting pissed. I don't know what's going on. I don't have a smartphone. I'm getting pissed off here. Then I'm finally told, oh, well, I can take care of that, but you're still going to have to be patient. But it is sent out. It's just a matter of when my team gets it and when the people that are in charge get it to activate it. The guy goes, I see this order was activated a couple hours ago. Technically, it was created a couple seconds ago, but I'm assuming that I'm now talking to somebody clear across the ocean. Fine, I don't care. So I'm told, wait till Wednesday. Fine. Then I asked if I could at least keep track of this by going on, calling up their number, because I don't have the internet to keep track of the order. They're like, oh yeah, just call the 1-800 number, not a problem. You call that, it'll take you right to the order page. You're good to go. Well, that was bullshit, because that led into Tuesday. Now, Tuesday comes, I want to check this, because I'm now thinking, oh great, it's not going to be Wednesday anymore. Something was just telling me it's not going to be Wednesday anymore. And I'm like, I got to check this. I call the 1-800 number and nothing. It won't let me access it. When I try to find out information on it, it goes, let me connect you to somebody that can help. I'm like, oh, God damn it. And this is going on. Finally, this person helps me. The one that I talked to on Tuesday helps me. She puts it in to expedite it, that it'll be activated today, as in Tuesday. All I had to do was go online to the phone company's thing, tell it to activate it, problem solved. Fine. Went over to the fire company, asked them if I could borrow their computer for a minute, and I did that. That was like 11, 12 o'clock-ish. Come 2:30, like 2:30, the internet's back. I'm down on my knees crying, in tears of joy streaming from my face, knowing that for once something has finally been done and I have the internet back. Now, at that point, I then thought, stupidly, I should contact the billing department and get a hold of them, find out if I'm going to get a credit or not. Oh, yeah. The guy's helping me out with that for a little bit. Then it's like, yeah, I'm going to have to call you back tomorrow because his shift was almost over and his computer was going to lock him out at 5 o'clock. He's like, I'm going to have to call you back tomorrow. Not a problem. Doesn't call me back. I checked the site. I have a credit coming. Fine. I don't care. But we found out that we had long distance, and at the one point Thursday, we find out that we have caller ID. I don't want either of those, so then my mom calls, takes care of that, and now we're all up to speed. That's literally been my week. It has been an uphill fight with the goddamn phone company, the continuation of last week. A 6-day Mortal Kombat struggle between me and the phone company that I swear if anybody would like to animate into an actual Mortal Kombat fight, I would be more than happy to see that and you would get my stamp of approval to do that. But good fucking God, it was that an annoying week, just battling with them. 6 fucking days. It's finally over. I have the internet back. Oh, dear God, do I have the internet back. I'm so happy. We have exactly what we had on the old phone bill. It's perfect. It's so happy. The moral of the story, kids, if you need to change the name on an account, don't bother. Just go to a different fucking place. That's the moral of the story. That's literally been my week. I spent the rest of the week then catching up on shit. So that's been my week. Let me know how your week went. This one ran long, but there was a good reason. So let me know how your weeks went until... how your weeks have gone so far. And let's get into the podcast, shall we? All right, so I think was it last week or the week before I talked about the Demon Slayer Happy Meal promotional crossover. I think it was the week before, or was it last week? I don't know, one of the two. But either way, let's fast forward now I'm guessing like a couple days later, because this came out on the 11th, and I had a slew of topics already last week, and in all honesty, this actually works because I end up getting like topics that I can talk about like a week later that's not going to kill me. So this one works out really well. So people are scalping the Demon Slayer Happy Meal stickers. Well, who fucking saw that coming? So McDonald's is very popular in Japan. No shit. So is KFC. You want to know what's popular over here? I couldn't tell you. I don't follow the trends. I'm not that hip. Then anyway, it makes sense that they'd come out with Happy Meal stickers starring the characters from Demon Slayer, which is Japan's current most popular anime and manga. Again, no shit. They announced a collaboration. But apparently, they're so popular that they're not only are the stores selling out, but people have been scalping the Happy Meal Demon Slayer stickers online. Who saw this coming? Raise your hands if you say me, because I fucking called this when I talked about this topic. I'm like, dude, I can actually pull it up. I can pull that up. Hold on. I have all the old, I have all of the old podcasts. Hold on. Date modified. Okay, let me change up. No, it's not it. Ooh, wow, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. I mean, I knew I could do the one thing. I didn't know I could change it up that nicely. Okay, how do I... Huh. Oh, here we go, view. I know I did... I know I discussed it. Why'd you freeze? Oh, did that. Okay. And details. Here we go. That wasn't too far off. Okay, date modified. Really? Wow, that's just impressive. I think it was like last week or the week before. Hold on. Search for them with the number 20 in it. That'll pull up half a dozen of them. Oh, 21. What the hell am I smoking? 21. Okay, 221. Let's redo this. Okay. It was either last week or the week before. Okay, well, it wasn't on the 6th. So then process of elimination would be the 13th, which would have been last week. Was it last week? No. I know I talked about this. Hold on. This is gonna bother me until I figure this out. Or was it back in February? Back in February. Okay, on the podcast on the 27th of February, I remember making the comment that they're going to watch people up and sell these things on eBay. There's gonna be somebody's gonna buy these things, buy a shit ton of them, and scalp the hell out of them. I remember saying that. Well, look who was fucking right again, folks. I mean, seriously, I was right. Holy crap. Who would have thought I would have been right? Huh. Turns out I'm not a stupid moron after all. But it appears, though, that the scalping may have started with some McDonald's employees themselves. Of course. You know they're paid piss-poor amounts of money, so of course, when they see an opportunity, hey, it's entrepreneurship at its finest. I see an opportunity to make a crap ton of money and screw over a corporation at the same time. How, you ask? Very simply. You see, I'm going to take a bunch of these stickers and I'm going to put them up on eBay. Now, the company's going to claim that I stole them, but in all honesty, this is what I think they owe me for years of overtime they never paid my ass for. I could see that being the argument in Japanese court. That would be interesting. This is almost like the whole the Monopoly game incident, where the person that was in charge of handing out the certain winning pieces. Basically, was giving them to friends and family. Yeah, but this one's, it's similar, but not the same. But yes, it's just as bad. McDonald's in Japan, though, has also begun asking people not to buy too many Happy Meals, placing these requests on their website and some of the stores. But the kicker is, though, is that some of these stickers were being sold online before they were even officially released at McDonald's. So this one you can tell is a scummy person, and in all honesty, you really couldn't track it down to just one person, because you do realize that they're going to learn from the jackass that screwed over people with the Monopoly game. That's gone down in history. So they're going to learn from that and go, wait a minute. If I do it this way, I'm screwing myself to the wall. Yeah, I shouldn't do it this way. You know how I should do it? This way. Because this way, I can't get screwed. I mean, I still can, but not as bad as I would have beforehand. If that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense, trust me. I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't make any sense, but you know that. I know that. They don't know that because they don't want to know that. They don't care about that. But I know that. You know that. We all know that. But that's basically the gist of it. So these things are being scalped. I fucking called it. I said this was going to happen. I'm like, look, you're scalping fucking Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is like the most popular thing right now in Japan. You're scalping Demon Slayer. You can make a mint off of those freaking stickers. I guarantee it. How? Simple. People are going to buy it. Look at the, what was it? That bathhouse that lost all that manga. And then got a crap ton of people that brought them in more. It's like, here, we feel sorry that you lost all that manga. Here, we're going to return it to you. But yet, it's like, oh, well, we have ours, marked. Then why did you even bother putting out on there that, oh, well, we lost our manga. We'd like the thieves to return it. I'd like the thieves to return it too, because I think a lot of people that probably wanted to read it and figured, hey, I can take a bath and read it then afterwards as I relax a little bit, were a little disturbed and pissed. Just saying. It does not make a good day when you're screwing over your own customers and other people. But still, it's annoying, it's crap, and oh yeah, it just fucking shit happens. But still, I don't know, but I fucking called this. I want that on the record. I called this. I said these stupid things are going to wind up on eBay. I said they were going to wind up there. I freaking called it. I want it on the record that I called it. I freaking want it on record that I so fucking called that. Score one for me. Yeah. Now, if I could only prove when Nintendo's going to screw up, if Disney's going to make a mess of themselves, or SpongeBob would ever get canceled. Holy crap, if I could get any of those, I'd be a millionaire. I'd put money on it and I'd be rich. And then I would just immediately probably die, because that's how karma would work. But still, it would be fun. But I was right. I want it on the record. I was right. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking called it. I was right. Booyah. So there you go, folks. Moral of the story, if something really popular is being cross-promoted with a physical chain, you're probably going to get them scalped somehow, some way. That just sucks. Alright, so before I get into this topic, I just have to ask this question. If you have ever seen the movie The Time Machine, and I don't mean the original one from like the 60s, I mean I think it was like, 2001 version, or 2002, one of those two. It was the later version with Guy Pearce. If you saw that movie, you're going to know what I'm getting at when I say this. So here's my question. Do you remember the last thing you told somebody over 600 million years ago? Okay, there we go. Now let's get into this. Do you want an anime girl hologram greeting you at a store? Well, apparently over in Japan, you might get this opportunity. So Gatebox has come out with a device that works as a digital assistant, telling you the weather, working with you, or working with your other devices. It's kind of like Alexa, but not as annoying, not owned by a powerful conglomerate. and not secretly storing your data so that they can eventually screw you over in the long run and take everything you hold dear, including your family, your loved ones, your dog, all the fun shit that Amazon's going to take from you in like 10, 20, 30 years. Give them time. They're going to take it. But it's not a tube shape. It's not shaped like an anime girl. Sorry, it is shaped like an anime girl. And Gearbox will shortly be coming out with a life-size version of it. Now, I am all for, weird, stupid holograms. I'm all for that shit. Because that's the wave of the future, and it's the future that I can get behind. When you have holograms, I go, yeah! I like holograms. I always have. I always will. But this just takes it one step beyond weird for me in a way, but not by much. So it appears, though, that the device is not meant so much for home use as for stores. The Japanese site Grape explains, if the market proves receptive, it may not be a faraway world where museums, movie theaters, reception desks, exhibitions, live music venues, entertainment facilities, etc. are equipped with lifelike, life-size anime holograms as our guides. Well, look at Hatsune Miku. She's literally a fucking hologram, and she's done some concerts. Literally, there's been concerts, physical people were in the stands, and there was concerts. She sang. She's nothing more than an AI, if you think about it, literally. So, yeah. But now, if you, like I said at the start of this, if you've ever seen The Time Machine, the Guy Pearce version, you're gonna know where I'm going with this. So here's my question. Do you remember the last thing you did 600 million years ago? Well, there was a character in the movie, NYC-117, Photonic. He was literally a museum guide. He ended up interacting with Guy Pearce's character. And that was the interesting part, is that he interacted with him. And he's like, I can't think of his freaking name. And that pissed me off because I really do like that movie. I like that version of it more than the original. But I'm like, I can't think of the guy's name right now. But he's like, oh yeah, he's like, show me this, and this. And all of a sudden the guy, Photonic's like, time travel? Yes. Accessing science fiction. No. Practical application. I want to know why one can't change the past. Because one cannot travel to the past. Well, yeah, that's basically true. However, the thing is that Photonic then later in the movie, and I was literally like the line. I didn't say it word for word because I don't remember half of it, but that was the general gist of it. It was basically later in the movie, Photonic's like, I remember the last book that I recommended. I remember this and that. And then he looks at him and goes, and I even remember you. Time travel. Practical applications. And just like that, it's like, there you go. He now knows the future. He now knows what happened between point A to point B, somewhat, because, of course, Photonic's memory isn't good because it's not connected to a network anymore. But one of the Eloys ended up getting out and explained everything to him before he passed away. And it's like, okay, here we go. So now he kind of has an idea, a general idea as to what's going on, and attempts to fix problems. And then later on, we see Photonic teaching. But I could see stuff like this definitely helping out the world. Like if you want to have like guides or something, but let's say, you can't staff that many people that are that well knowledge on this. Like, let's say a natural history museum. And you want to have, like, guides. This is something cool that you could have to kind of help, especially for, like, the younger kids to really get them interested in it. To have, like, an interactive anime character, it could be a girl or a guy, hologram, to really get them into this. But there's more applications in this just for more than what they're saying. Because you have like museums, movie theaters, reception desks, event exhibitions, live music venues, entertainment locations or facilities. All of those are true. But you could also have like holographic battles set up. Like, again, let's go to the museum. Let's say you want to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex whoop the Triceratops' ass. You could see this because they could have like hourly hologram battles of the Triceratops taking on the T-Rex, or the Brachiosaurus taking on something, or whatever. You could have this for like eventual actual sporting events instead of actually having physical people beat the shit out of each other. The holograms could do it. Of course, there would be a lot of people questioning fix and everything else. But I think the biggest thing out of this that I want to take away from this is that if the technology is done right, done correctly, and not fucked up, we could finally, God willing, finally get Yu-Gi-Oh! Like actual Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't mean like the crap from a can shit we have now with Duel Links. I mean actual Yu-Gi-Oh! A stadium, tournament, boom, we'd be in business. Could you imagine that? Could you see that happening? Holographic monsters beating the crap out of themselves and everybody enjoying it. At that point, I would dust off my deck and go, I'm joining the fray. Find me some opponents, I'm whooping some ass today. I would literally jump on board with that. I'd be game for that. 100%. But this definitely entertains me. Nonetheless, I love this. Now, of course, you're going to have the people, and here's where you're going to have the massive, massive complaints. They took my job. Yes, I know. But I don't mind the idea of being like greeted or guided by a hologram. Mostly because they might be able to help you at least until a physical person can take over, then they can go back to the main desk. It's something very simple and easy. Like, let's say, hey, we have 17 people. It's a massive place. Airports is a spot that I could definitely see this really panning out well in. How do I get to gate 16? And the hologram tells you. I need assistance trying to access this, trying to access my flight. Hologram can help you. And that's to help offset the massive amount of lines that are in this. The DMV is another good spot. Could you imagine these at the Department of Motor Vehicles? Oh, God. Bureaucracy. Oh, you have to stand in line at the DMV. No, not anymore. Not with your magic hologram. Now all you have to do is just go to the hologram line and it's done. You have like 6 hologram lines. Problem solved. I don't think people would be losing their jobs per se. This would definitely be more of like a helper, because you wouldn't be able to have them running all the time. But this way you'd have like physical people that could still help out. It takes a bit of the burden off of them, because keep in mind, this would be a computer doing this. So the computer would be able to run like 95% of the processes a lot faster than the human, but at the same time, the human could be able to tell you loopholes that the computer won't tell you. The computer will be 100%, here's what it is, but the human could go, well, you can do this and this, and you won't have to worry about doing that. Because the humans will know the loopholes, the computer won't. Even through learning, because the computer will go right from the book. So there you go. But is it a dream come true or a way for real people to lose their jobs to virtual people? Well, in all honesty, if we have to lose our jobs to virtual people, they weren't worth keeping in the first place then, were they? I don't know. I'm all for it. I think this is pretty cool. Is this a good thing in the long run? Yes. Is it going to end badly? Probably. Am I excited for it? You bet your sweet ass. Because, honestly, this is something that I could get behind. I could really get behind this. Wholeheartedly, I could get behind this. I want in. I fucking want in. Sign me up. Alright, I'm sure by now you all know of giant robots. I'll give you a moment for your jaws to be picked up off the floor, dusted off, and reattached to your head. Okay, that should be enough time. So obviously you know that cockpits are the way to pilot any giant robot, right? I mean, come on. You get in the cockpit, Shinji, for God's sake, get in the cockpit, let's do this shit, right? Right. However, there's some awkward, and I mean awkward ways that anime protagonists have piloted their giant robots. So, which way? Well, there are some weird ones. Some very weird ones. Now, of course, okay. So, there's some very weird ones. So a typical anime robot didn't have a cockpit until 1972. Yes, that's honestly true. When Mazinger Z normalized having mecha pilots actually in the goddamn machine, as opposed to not inside the machine, but yeah, inside the machine. Though I think I could argue the 1972, but I really don't feel like digging it up and looking at it. I'll give them a mulligan. Since then, though, they've seen a lot of cool setups for pilots and a few, let me just put it to you this way. If piloting a giant robot, the way some of these pilots are, were to be an actual job, and this would be how they're doing it, their insurance companies would kill them. I don't think they'd have to worry about the enemies killing them, the world-ending disaster. The insurance company would be the one ending their ass in like 30 seconds. Mark my words. You ever seen Die Guard, Office Workers Saving the World, where they literally could not take off in the one episode because it was going to put them far over budget for the month? It's like, yeah! Think that, but on a much higher scale, like times 1,000. So while some of them will get a heroic cockpit control panel or one-to-one hookups, others are just, they got the royal screwdriver up the ass, really. So here's one hanging on the face. Holy shit. Tetsujin number 28, aka Gigantor. Yeah, you just hang on to the face of some very conveniently placed rungs that you hang on to. Could you imagine that nowadays? We need to defend the world, but at the same time, you have to keep me safe. I'm the only one that can give you orders. And the bad guys know this, so here we go. Let's just take out the little bastard that's literally sitting on your shoulder connected to your head. Where do you think they're gonna punch? They're not gonna punch the torso. They're not gonna work the body. No, they're gonna go straight for the face, the moneymaker. And while they're at it, probably smash that little bastard right into your cheek. Yeah, brilliant idea. Just brilliant idea. Oh, God. I mean, admittedly, it is pretty badass. But, you wouldn't catch me dead hanging on the side of a giant-ass robot as I'm about to go into battle with some type of a creature that can shoot acid from its armpits. I don't think so. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Let the world burn. Goodbye. Next. How about behind an open grating? Yeah, no, you're not kidding. It actually was. So Mankaiser Z, I keep mispronouncing it. It's Mazinger. So Mazinger Z wasn't the only giant robot in its self-titled series. There were several others. No shit. You have the missile-firing Aphrodite A and the hefty boss Borot, built under duress. Boss Borot is a junker piloted by school bully Boss and his cohorts Nuke and Mucha. And at this point, I have now lost most of the respect that I had for Mazinger Z. I was mispronouncing it for the longest time. Now I'm finally getting it right. So being a junker means Boss Borot, oh God, has a lot of issues. First of all, being your goddamn name. One being that its cockpit, while spacious, is also wide open. More than once, though, the trio have dealt with the unprotected room getting flooded or otherwise compromised. I would assume one giant hand crushing that thing with 3 little sardines inside would not be a good way to start. Seriously. Yeah, at least there's the nice cross breeze, though. Yeah. And when you're battling in, let's say, 25 below zero, and oh look, there goes your toe. I think you lost an arm there, and oh hey, your pilot ain't doing too good either. I mean, the robot's going to hell in a handbasket, but hey, I think the pilot might be frozen to death. yeah, it's just bad. And then, of course, there's the one that no list would ever be complete without. And this is a newer one, too, mind you. So, of course, yeah, I'm talking about Darlene and the Frank. Or Friends, or however you pronounce it. It was always destined to be on this list. It was probably designed to purposely make a list like this. Anyway, yeah, I guess you could call what they have to do docking. I'm pretty sure that sex education taught us what it was otherwise, but we'll go with docking. Sure, prepare docking procedures. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. In their cockpits, though, imagine being the pilots facing this for themselves, or finding this out for themselves. Yeah, you know when you dock into your co-pilot and you guys become one robot? Yeah, there's going to be some weird shit going on there. Now, your one pilot's going to be kind of like this, and by the way, I'm not going to describe it because you can just see it in the article. I mean, I can't right now happily because apparently my connection's a little slow because I think my mom's laptop's updating at the same time I'm trying to use the internet, so that's killing the speed. But yeah, you can pull it up for yourself. Literally, it's it's not good. I remember seeing it when I pulled the article the first time. Oh God, it's not good. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, that'd be Yeah. Is it a dangerous as open air piloting? No, of course not. You're just possibly running the risk of knocking up your co-pilot. That's all. But you know what anime giant robot battle wouldn't be complete without a little bit of possible X-rated escapades in what was clearly supposed to be PG-13 rated anime series. I mean, come on, we're not hitting hentai levels here, but oh look, we're actually getting close to hentai levels. Who would have thought? I mean, I thought the way that they did it with Godaner was a little weird for some of them, but I am not gonna lie that this one takes the cake. It honestly does. But yeah, I mean, for me, if I had to pick one of the three here, that if I had to pilot a giant robot and it was my only way to do it because cockpit wasn't going to be allowed, sure, let's just do the hanging on by the goddamn freaking, the head via the rungs. Let's just do that. I mean, if I'm going to die either way, I'd rather die, first than let the robot fall to pieces, rather than be crushed inside the robot, or worse yet, doing my co-pilot while we try to take on the monster. The sad part is that I know there was a hentai based entirely around that exact same scenario. Huh. Wonder if that's what gave them the inspiration for Darlene and the Frank. Or Franks, or whatever it is. I don't even know how you pronounce this thing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be fine with the one. Not so okay with the second. The third, check please. If that's the only way I'm piloting a giant robot, can I just be the simulator trainer for like the remainder of my time? I can. Thank God. Bye. Have a great time. I'm not gonna be here. No, I'm gonna be over here. What am I gonna be doing over here? Not that. That's what. You don't like that idea? Well, guess what? I do. Bye. I would seriously, I'd be out in like 30 fucking seconds. That'd be insane. I'd be out of there. I'd be done in like 30 seconds. Like, yep, bye, I'm done. Screw this shit. Screw this. I'm done. Screw you. I'm done. And that'd be the end of that. Hell no. Alright, so here's the topic that honestly makes me cringe a bit. And not in a good way. I mean, is there ever really a good way to cringe at something? But this is definitely cringe-worthy. So, AirAsia's project, Kavai? I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right, to be honest with you. It's Kavvaii. Is looking for a VTuber who speaks English. The Malaysian Airlines company uses this as a platform to showcase talents in Southeast Asia's VTuber community. And any VTuber they hire will be helping them with their business, including getting new clients. And they shared a short video about it, which I am not going to play here for copyright reasons. Screw that. I'm not even going to give these people the time of day about it. They are only interested, and honestly, I really hate to say it this way. I think Kotaku, not Kotaku, Otaku. Wrong one this time. I think Otaku USA magazine, if they would have put down only, it probably really would have hurt them, but it's still not that good anyway. They are only interested in female applications. So, let's just go back here to the year 1960, apparently, because that's where all shit's happening now, huh? I don't beepin' think so. No, hell fucking no. Screw this, screw that noise, screw that crap, go straight to hell, bite me. In more ways than you could possibly fucking imagine. Anyone applying must be at least 18 years old, no shit. You would get a 1-year contract with the company. The submission period began on March 10th and will last until March 28th. So there's still like a week to freaking go. This is honestly horrible. I'm not even gonna. This is just god awful horrible. Yeah, I mean that's just god awful. So obviously, you want a VTuber that's gonna bring in customers, but you want only female applications because in this way you're gonna make them appear. And I'm gonna say how I think they're gonna do this, and I apologize if this offends anyone. Believe me, I'm not comfortable saying it, but it has to be said. It almost seems like what they're going to pull, at least the bullshit they're trying to pull here, is they're going to up and say, oh, well, we want to have them be, as sexy as possible to really bring in the crowds because that's what's going to help sell us, is, the sex appeal that they're going to bring. And therein lies, I want to say, problems A, B, C, D, and E, all at the same time. But Rudy Nall, or KHAW, who is the chief brand officer of AirAsia, that must be a cushy job, said, we have transformed from an airline to a lifestyle brand with the AirAsia Super app, and now we continue to innovate and be a game changer as a virtual talent producer. Virtual idol is not a new phenomenon across the globe, but the community in ASEAN, so that's ASEAN, is still expanding. And as a digital company, we believe this is an opportune time to fast track their growth, leveraging our own digital capabilities, such as artificial intelligence and facial recognition. So, let me just break this down for everybody at home that didn't follow along with that long-ass trail of bullshit. Basically, what they want is a young VTuber, female only, that they can basically over-sexualize to help serve their purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the nominees for Scumbags of the Millennium. Jesus Christ! I would say Century, but in all honesty, there have been a few others that beat them to the punch for nominees already. They're definitely in the nomination, though, for Millennium. That's for fucking sure. Century, maybe not, but Millennium, ho, definitely for the Millennium. Oh my god, they're in it for the Millennium, that's for damn sure. Oh god, no. I don't even want to tell you how wrong this is, but no. Apparently, they want to fast-track their growth, leveraging their own digital capabilities, such as artificial intelligence and facial recognition. I mean, two things that have been around for the longest fucking time that you're finally getting your hands on, or you're mass-producing and using for your own personal gain. This would be like me suddenly getting a massive satellite and using it to spy on the squirrel that took a crap on my car. Or better yet, this would be like me getting a powerful satellite and using the laser beam on said satellite, beaming it straight down just to scratch my ass. Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound insensitive towards this. I honestly, I think this is as scummy as it comes. You are basically, you're sugar-titsing why you want this. You're sugarcoating why you want this. And your bullshit explanation is just that. Bullshit. Massive bullshit. And huge, huge, huge letters. BULLSHIT bullshit. Because guess what? My BS meter is officially redlining here. Seriously, the poor thing is redlining here with this. Oh, God, this is horrible. And they're going to do this. They're going to get away with it, and that's what pisses me off. And it's like, oh, no, we only want VTubers. But they have to be 18 years old. Well, yeah, no shit. Because you don't want a freaking 10-year-old trying to turn on guys to come use your fucking airline. Oh, but we're looking forward for other reasons. Oh, really? You only want English-speaking VTubers. Why English-speaking VTubers? Why only female ones? None of that makes any goddamn sense. You know that to be true. Kiss off, you bastards. You screwed yourselves. Wholeheartedly, you know it, I know it, they know it, everyone knows it. You put your foot in your mouth, you dug your own graves on this one. If this does not come back to solely bite them in the ass, I will be extremely annoyed. I find this wrong and horrible in every aspect of the word. You could not imagine how it just infuriated this makes me. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is horrible. And for those of you out there that don't think this is that big of a deal, really sit down and think about this for a moment. Take a real good thought of this for a moment. And then rethink that. Because I guarantee you, you're going to go, oh my God, yeah, no, he's right. This is horrible. What the hell are they smoking? Apparently a lot. Like a shit ton of a lot. Like, I don't even know how they get up in the middle of the night. They must be baked out of their mind 24/7. It's just, it's wrong. It's horrible. Sick bastards. That's all I got to say. All right. Now, I know we've all heard the old saying that, when something bad happens, you're usually granted a few days off. Like, and you were in school, if a loved one passes away, you usually got like a 3-day vacation because, they want to make sure that you're not going to suddenly break down crying, distract the other kids. They want you focused and all that other fun bullshit. All the fun crap that they constantly spewed out back in the 90s, for me anyway. But of course, all of that pales in comparison to this topic. Oh boy, does this one seem like a walk in the park in comparison. So, the Japanese company Hiroro Incorporated is involved in the entertainment world, including putting on events for singers. The president of the company, though, known as at ITARU9Z, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, online recently announced that it's been decided that an employee's favorite idol will graduate, so the company has added a congratulations or condolence leave clause to its work rules. Now, what the fuck am I saying, right? Well, apparently, Japanese pop stars are often called idols, and graduating means leaving the group. In other words, they're not going to be part of the group anymore. Like, let's say I were a Japanese idol, and I would suddenly go, oh, I'm going to leave. I'm going to graduate. I'm not going to be part of this anymore. Well, that's a problem, because I might have fans that are in this, so that means that now they're going to be upset that I'm not going to be there anymore. So this, in turn, creates a downward spiral effect for their working performance, which the company doesn't like. Thus, this string of bullshit of, well, now you're going to get some time off. How much, in fact? You're allowed 10 paid vacation days to mourn this. So yeah, if you work for this company and your favorite idol graduates, you get 10 paid vacation days to mourn this. I can't wait to see people abuse this. That policy is gonna swap on its head in like 30 seconds. Watch it. That would never fly in this day and age. If it's your second favorite member, though, you get 3 days off to mourn. I would have been more inclined to the, how come I can't get 5 days off to mourn? It's my second favorite. I should get half of whatever the first favorite's getting. The first favorite's getting 10. How come I'm not getting 5? However, if more days are needed past this, the company is open to it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Apparently, I just talked to the employee in question, and they were in a state of depression that I felt really bad for. So I realized that this system is absolutely necessary for otaku to work, the president told Yahoo News. Oh, sure, my favorite idol's leaving the group. I'm so despondent. I'm so horrified. It hurts so bad. I don't want to go on. I can't do my work. Here, have 10 paid vacation days to mourn her graduation. Thank you. Second the boss leaves. Whew, that's going to be the best 10 days off I'm ever going to have. And they're paid, too. Yeah, I could see that ending badly. Like, very badly. Extremely badly. Like, massively bad. This would be horrifyingly evil. I could just see this being abused, and by God, I would be abusing the hell out of it. I would, too. I would. But, yeah, so all this, though, is just what I'd like to say. The stupidest idea I have ever heard in my life. And I have heard some doozies on this show. Let's all remember the Sailor Moon condom. That's a spicy one. This, though, I have to say, this is cracking my top 5. Oh my God, does this crack my top 5? This is idiotic. You get 10 paid days off just because your favorite idol is leaving the group. And you're taking it this personally. Why? I guarantee you're going to find somebody new that's going to be your favorite in like a month. Try me. I would have just said, look, here, how about I give you the rest of the week off, collect your thoughts, get back to me then. And then just like that, okay, they got back to me, they're coming back, they're fine, they've had time to mourn. It's almost like they're making the otaku seem like we're nothing more than gigantic crybabies when it comes to certain aspects of our culture. It's like, oh, well, we're fans of anime, we're fans of idols, we're fans of this and that, but if one of them leaves, all of a sudden we shut down. It's like, no. I mean, I was a little bummed for like a couple weeks when I watched an anime series, and there was the time that Android 18 was absorbed by Cell, the very first time I ever saw that, and then when Vegeta sacrificed himself to take on Boo. Yeah, there are times when like a heavy impact like that weighs on you, but not to the point that I would like time off from shit that I'm doing. Even I'll be the first to admit that's kind of stupid. And if I'm saying it's stupid, that's something you can take to the bank. Damn. But, yeah, this is officially one of the dumbest ideas I think I have ever heard on this show. And that's stating a few dozen things. I can't wait to see this thing be abused. I honest to God, I cannot wait to see this get abused. I really can't. So Studio Kahara has issued a warning to Evangelion fans. You bootleg this movie, you put it up online, we hunt your ass down, you're gonna go to jail. It's that simple. They're pissed that people have apparently taken the whole, we're going to, pirate your movie to a whole new extreme, and they're not happy about it. So Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time, has finally come out. It hasn't even been in theaters apparently a full week yet, But there's already unauthorized footage floating around on the internet. And Studio Kahara has taken swift action in the form of a notice issued on behalf of itself, as well as Toho and Toei on Saturday. And this, by the way, for those of you wondering when did this go up, the 14th, so last week. So this has been out for at least a week by now. And I do have two versions of this article. There's one from Kotaku and there's one from Otaku USA, so I'm going to be bouncing back and forth here. But according to the notice, footage from Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 can be viewed online. And Kahara adds that this type of recording in theaters is a crime. No shit, Sherlock. On prevention of unauthorized recording of films. It's also a violation, I love this part, of copyright to upload the footage to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and similar services where others can access it. In other words, you cannot go into the theater, have your smartphone record the movie, take it home, upload it to YouTube, and basically make money off of our hard work. You will be caught. We will hunt you down. You will go to hell. There, y'all caught up. Kahara aims to prosecute any violators to the full extent of the law, and such a violation can land the accused in prison for up to 10 years, and or hit them with a fine of up to 10 million yen, which adds up to about 90,000 USD. That's not even counting the fact that YouTube would probably go after their ass, not to mention Twitter and other things. But, oh yeah, this is just beautiful, though. So here's the Kotaku part of this, that they added in multiple shit on here. Recording the movies in theaters, like I said, is a crime, according to the Act of Prevention of Unauthorized Recording of Films, the uploading of unauthorized footage to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Also, copyright infringement, such copyright infringement up to $92,000 in fines, at least that's in American, 10 million yen, Japanese. It's our company's policy to take strict action against those committing such crimes. In other words, they will go medieval on your ass. You'll be screwed 5 ways from Friday, and it ain't gonna be pretty, because when they're done with you, you're gonna wish you were battling with Toei, Funimation, possibly even one of the other ones that, might have just, gotten away with it. And yeah, it almost feels like an episode of A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, where you just want to hear the person go, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and that damn dog of yours. Yeah, that's basically what it seems like. Kahara notes so the charges were pressed against one individual suspected of film piracy back in July of 2018. Continuing, it writes, multiple pirated recordings taken in theaters of the feature film Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 have been confirmed. Information regarding these illicit uploads has been collected at studio adds, and necessary action is being taken. The source of even anonymous uploads can be identified. So basically, ye all screwed if you try to upload this movie. Listen, take my advice. If you don't want to take them on, because you know you're going to lose, don't do the crime, okay? Oh, sure, you might be a nerd hero for like 10, 15 minutes, but here's the downside of that scenario, and I want to stress this downside because it's pretty damn huge. They're going to come for your ass. They're going to barbecue your ass in molasses. When they're done with you, the birds won't even know where to land on you. There will be a stone that says, here lies our victim. We killed him in court by dragging this out for eternity. Look, they know the song and dance. They have powerful lawyers. They're knowing all the right words to say here. You're doing wrong. Don't do it. There, now that I've gotten that PSA spiel out of the way, let's get down to brass balls here. Honestly, I'm amazed that they're catching on to this. I mean, people at this point were so pissed off and were just so tired of waiting for the movie that they sucked it up, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to record this so I don't have to come back and spend the extra money again, because God knows if our state of emergency over in Japan is going to be extended. It's supposed to end, or actually should have ended by now. It's supposed to end Sunday, and it's Sunday now over there, but you get my gist of it. They don't know if anything's going to happen. Now with like 2 fucking earthquakes that hit over there again, this one was like I think it was like a 7.0 that nailed them now. Yeah, that kind of opens up the floodgates for a lot of question as to what the hell is going to be happening over here. Yeah, let me go record a movie that I can watch at home till my power goes out and the building's roof comes down on top of my head. Do I still think it's wrong? Oh God, yes. I constantly saw people when I was going to the movies yet busting out cell phones, recording shit. I remember when I went to go see Battle of Gods. Now I had my little Goku figure in my pocket. And I know the one usher saw me like fiddle with my pocket a little bit, looked over and saw it was a Goku figure, and they're like, oh, okay, he has a Goku figure. It's not a camera, it's literally a small toy. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, if I had a pinhole camera that would fit in the eyes, I'd have to drill the eyes out, you would be able to see I damaged it. And I would not be having it sit in such a conspicuous place as my shirt pocket, you moron. Come on, it'd be a little more crafty than that. It'd be a phone sitting in the cup holder. I mean, I'm not that stupid. But there were people that were pirating the movie. Why, I don't know, because it had already been out and fucking, you could watch it online, so what the hell. But with stuff like this, you're always going to have that happen. Is it annoying? Oh my God, yes. Because then we have to sit through more of those, turn off your phones, recording this movie is a crime, we will find you, you can't hide from us. I mean, I'm waiting for them to have fucking Barney at one of these points suddenly come out, start doing a song and dance and go, I see you, you're recording this, I'm gonna arrest you after this, you're gonna go to jail. Yeah, I just have that whole fucking shit going on. And by the way, please don't copyright strike me, that was a parody. Because, yeah, it's just, they'll go to jail after that. But for something like this, come on, you cannot be that fucking stupid. Don't put it up on YouTube. They're gonna find it, you morons. It's not rocket science. All they gotta do is look up Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0. Hey, look what I found. The whole fucking movie's been uploaded, jackhole. And how did you manage to get away with this? Oh, they didn't get away with it because we caught their ass. How'd you catch their ass? Oh, very simply, because they were too stupid to put it up on freaking YouTube. Why would you put it up on YouTube? That's the part that bothers me, is that you're putting it up on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, Instagram. Seriously? The places that they're gonna look, the popular social media networks that they're gonna look, that's where you're sticking it up. Even the pirate sites, I guarantee you they are monitoring those things like crazy. And you're going to be stupid enough to put it up on a main site? You know what? Your dumb ass deserves to get caught. I'm sorry, it does. Your dumb ass deserves this. You deserve everything that's coming your way. Every single piece of it. Oh, you're going to get screwed in prison? You deserve it. Oh, you're going to go to jail? You deserve it. A $92,000 fine? You deserve it. Fact to be, you should triple that fine. Really teach you a lesson. Yeah. Instead of it being $92,000, it should be more like $270,000. Yeah. Let's make that 30 million yen. Jesus. I just... There are times when people do really stupid shit, and it completely boggles your mind. This is one of them. That people would be this asinine. You cannot tell me they didn't think that the studio was going to track this shit down. I mean, this movie has been delayed so many times. Like I said, by the time it comes out, people are going to be hyper about it. They're going to be happy about it. It fucking breaks box office records. It goes buku crazy on a fucking Monday, no less. It gets released, and it goes nuts. And you pull this crap out of your ass? Come on, people. Have some brains, please. Don't do something this stupid if you don't think you're going to get away with it. No, you're not going to get away with it. I could have told you weren't going to get away with it. A monkey could have told you weren't going to get away with it. There are times the world just really, really, really makes me wonder when the Vulcans are coming. All right, everybody, and that's going to pretty much do it then for me this week here on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. But before I go, of course, one last thing I want to say. Don't forget to submit your questions for this month's Q&A. That's right. Try to have them in by Tuesday morning at midnight if you can, Eastern Time. I'm being generous this time because I'm going to try to record it either Tuesday night or Thursday night, and it'll probably be going up Saturday because I'm making sure that it's just enough room just in case. But don't forget to submit your questions. Remember to put them in the comments of my videos with the parenthesis Q ampersand A parenthesis, and I will add it to the list that I have. Don't forget, though, while you're here, again, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos. There should be a couple cards popping up right about now showing you off everything, or at least they will be soon. And until next week, I'm Andrew Rhodes. This has been the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast, and I am checking out. Bye, everybody, and have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and bye-bye.